Rich Morris from the Singing Drummer here. So I had done a video and I mentioned that my computer was going out, and no, it's out. Like, it's dead. Which is a shame because it was a ripping little computer and I wanted to do a video on it. But let me show you what it looks like right now because I stole parts out of it. So that was a 4750 Ryzen, I think 5 4750G chip, which was crazy fast in this little bitty box on this little bitty motherboard, and it mounted underneath here, which is now a mess, and it worked great, and it edited videos actually pretty fast compared to my laptop. But I did a thing. I got sick of messing around with stuff that, because I'm not a computer guy, and I went and got this. So it's an HP Omen. Where can I see it at? Right here. It's an HP Omen 25L. Now this has an AMD. That has an AMD 5700G, which is a faster chip than the 4750 by about 20-something%. But something that this computer has that the old computer did not have is a dedicated video card. So I should be able to crunch through videos really quick. But right now what I've got to do is try to swap out my NVMe drives from that computer to that computer and hope that it all works. Because I got a lot of software and stuff on there that I want to try to, yeah, I just don't want to deal about it. Anyway, I'll try it. Let's see if it all works out. Well, I got something on my screen. There we go. Let's see if it all works out. All right. Okay, so it's been a couple days. I can't exactly remember where I left off. I've been running non-stop. So yeah, I got the Omen Computer, HP Omen 25L GT15, something like that. I'll put a link in the description. I won't tell you where I got it. Let's just say it was not the best buy that I could do. Anyway, the website said that they had an open box. I was going to save like 150 bucks or something like that. I go to the store and they said, actually, our inventory's wrong. We don't have an open box, but we'll give you 50 bucks off of a brand new one. So I thought that's cool. I'll take 50 bucks off a brand new one. And then I was telling what my plan was. I have some M2 or M.2 NVMe drives, a terabyte for my OS and my programs, and a 2 terabyte for storage. And this computer said that it had 3 slots, 1 for Wi-Fi and 2 more for memory, but it had a 512 installed with Windows 11, which I'm not sure about Windows 11. If you're using Windows 11, I hope it's working out fine for you. But so I told him what I wanted to do. I just wanted to basically take my OS and everything out of my sticks out of the old computer and put them into this one and get going. I just want to get to work. They were like, no, that's not going to work. You're going to have to spend like another 150 bucks for us to do a data transfer and installing hardware and all this different stuff. And I was like, sounds a little bit like a scam to me. So I call up a buddy of mine that does IT, does hardware support and whatnot. And he's going, They were saying that the hard drives are registered with the motherboard, is what they were saying, what the kid was telling me. And I called up my buddy and he said that can be true, but he's like, you got a friend who's in IT, hardware support, and we can figure it out. Don't spend the money. Buy me a beer. We'll figure it out. I was like, okay. So I got it home, and that's where I was. I was going to do a video. I was going to put the cards in, and I could not, for the life of me, find the third slot, the second memory slot. So I get on online chat with their tech support, and they said that's a error on the website. That computer only comes with the one NVMe slot for memory and the one NVMe slot for Wi-Fi. Well, what am I going to do now? That's all of my files are on my 2 terabyte drive. Songs and videos and all sorts of different stuff. That's not going to work. I don't want to go end up doing a data transfer. Now I've got a 2 gigabyte stick or 2 terabyte stick that I can't really use in anything. So I packed up. I was upset. I packed up the thing in the box. I was going to take it back. And while I'm like trying to cool down and watching a little TV with the wife, I did some Googling, thank you Google, and went on some forums, and basically guys were like, look, HP doesn't even know what they put in those boxes because they're mass produced. Somebody grabbed a motherboard, put it in there. A GT15 might have this motherboard and another GT15 might have a different motherboard. They said, but chances are it has 2 memory slots and a Wi-Fi slot, and the second one is hidden underneath the graphics card. So I came down here in the middle of the night. We were going to bed. I said, no, I got to figure this out. Came down here in the middle of the night, pulled the graphics card out, and wouldn't you know, it had a slot. And so it's actually up and running. Forgive the mess. So this big box, that big humongous box, is replacing this little toaster. This little guy. So this actually even had a VESA mount. It mounted right up underneath here. Super clean, super nice, super easy. But when the fan went out, I won't tell you whose fan went out, but it was these guys. It lost a fin, locked up the fan, fried my motherboard. The people that make this wanted another $80 for a motherboard, which I still may end up doing. But then they wanted me to send in $160. That's a lot of glare. They wanted to send in another $160 to do an expedited deal, which I was supposed to get back after I send this one in. They'll credit me back, blah blah blah. So, but I don't even know that I want to do that, because this was though very fast. This had a AMD 4750G Ryzen 7 chip in it. Crazy fast, and it was what they call an APU. So it did all the graphics processing, and it has, see if I can move that out of the way, it has DisplayPort, HDMI, and VGA. And this thing would render video not bad, way faster than my laptop. So for integrated graphics, it was doing pretty good. And because everything in it was solid state, I had the 1 terabyte OS drive and I had the 2 terabyte storage. This thing would boot up like that. It would save stuff crazy fast. But guess what? Those cards are now in there. And then there you see we got the RTX 3060. So yeah, I'm pretty, I mean, it was money that I didn't exactly want to spend, but it's gotten me back up and running. There is one issue with with one of the softwares that I use. It won't render video right now. I was already kind of migrating to Davinci Resolve. This was Movie Studio. Platinum, and I think it has something to do with the fact that my OS, my drives have been transplanted. It wasn't a fresh install, but I've removed that software. I've removed it from the registry. I've removed files. I've done clean installs, as clean as I can do, I guess. And it's still not working. I think my version is just so old that 3060 and the old software is just not working together. So anyway, back up and running. So hopefully I can get back up to doing some singing drum covers here pretty soon after I get the rest of this stuff figured out. So anyway, if it's not one thing or another, right? 2 steps forward, 3 or 4 steps back sometimes, whatever. We keep rolling. All right, thanks for your support. We'll talk with you soon. Bye.